Hi, welcome Greenville County coaches. My name is Darren Holmes. I'm the director of Acceleration Sports Institute. Today I have my head strength coach, Daniel Rochester, and I have my high school strength coach, Rob Johnson, are going to be demonstrating some speed, agility, quickness, and vertical progressions of exercises that will help in your everyday training throughout the season and through your in-season. We've seen a lot of great results. We've trained NBA athletes, we've trained athletes over in Europe, basketball athletes over in Europe, and also high school and college. So we have good background, good information on this. So if you have any questions when this is over, feel free to contact me at Acceleration Sports, and we can come out to your school, help you in any way that we can. Thank you.
Today we're going to show you a hurdle and cone progression that you're going to work your plyometrics with jumping and with change of directions with cones. So what he's going to start out doing is going linear. He's going to jump through the hurdles, landing soft. Right now he's going to go through it for demonstration purposes. Set your hips low. Side shuffle to the right side and to the left-hand side. And now Rob's going to go through it real time, all right? So when we're working speed and agility, we want to work fast, but we also want to make sure our form and technique is correct. So he sets his feet, he drops his hips, he side shuffles, touches, and side shuffles back. What you want to do is you want to work this drill 3 to 5 times. You want to make sure the athlete is working at a fast pace, but most importantly, we want to make sure the athlete has good form and technique. So now we're going to work the same drills, but we're going to work it in a lateral fashion through the hurdles. And on the cones, we're going to be doing a linear, a front to back progression there. So Rob is going to go through it in slow motion for a demonstration. As you can see, he's going laterally, hopping over the hurdles. He's going to side shuffle over. He's going to back pedal back until he sees the cone in his peripheral vision. And once he does that, he's going to sprint through the cone to finish the drill. So now we're going to go through it real time. So again, Rob's going to go through the hurdles real fast, getting his feet on and off the ground quick. He's going to drop his hips, side shuffle. He's going to back pedal through the cone and sprint through. You can work this drill to your left-hand side, and you also want to make sure you work to your right-hand side as well. Make sure we hit both sides of our bodies. So now I'm going to show you a simple 2-cone drill that can be done in season, out of season. I think it works on change of directions, works on your lateral movement. So the first what we're going to do is we're just going to work side shuffles from cone to cone. What the athlete's going to do is the athlete's going to square up to the dome. He or she's going to side shuffle to the cone, reach down, touch it. All right, side shuffle back. All right. So right now we're going to go through it real time, okay? So he's going to set his hips low. He's going to be pushing off the outside foot. As soon as his foot touches to where the cone is, he's going to push back off and get to the other side as fast as he can, he or she can. So Rob's going to go through it real time here. He touches, he goes. All right? So that is a 2-cone. So now I'm going to add a little progression to it. So we're going to add a little resistance. So one way to do that is just have an elastic band. So what we're going to do is just put the band over the athlete's waist. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him some resistance going to his right side, and then I'm going to give him a little overspeed back, and we can work both ways of this. So Rob's going to set his hips. He's going to side shuffle. All right, give him a little resistance. When he touches, I'm going to pull him back, speed him up a little bit. All right, give him resistance again. Go ahead. All right, give him some resistance. He's going to touch, and I'm going to give him a little going back. So what this is going to do is going to give the athlete resistance, but also build the overspeed as well. So you can work both sides of the body to make sure we balance things out. All right, so now what we're going to do is go through a 4-cone reaction drill. This is very good for change of direction again. You can work it linear or lateral. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out working it lateral here. As we can see, Rob's going to set his hips. He's going to drop down. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to point to different cones, and he's just going to react when I point to each cone. So what he's going to do is he's going to set his hips. When I point, he's going to react. There, 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 back there, there, back here, there. Good. As you can see, the athlete is reacting to where I'm pointing to. So now we're going to work a linear progression here, okay? So he's going to be running forwards and backwards, okay? There, back there, back here, There. There. Back here. So now as you can see the difference is we work the lateral movement from side to side and the front to back movement with the linear. 4-cone progression. The last drill that we're going to go through is a plyometric to a sprint 4-cone progression again. And so what you're going to do is I want you to perform 2 vertical jumps. So the athlete's going to jump 2 times, land soft. On the second jump, the athlete's going to sprint up, touch the cone, and sprint back out through the next cone. All right, so now Rob's going to go through it real time here. He's going to be real explosive, real quick with it. He jumps. As soon as his feet hit, he sprints to the cone, and then he gets out. All right, so again, that's a plyometric with a change of direction sprint. And you can also use this drill for lateral movement as well. And what we'll do, Rob, if you want to come back, again, do the vertical jump. And what I want you to do is just side shuffle there and side shuffle back out. All right, again, 2 jumps, real explosive. Squares his hips up, he side shuffles, and side shuffles back through the cone. All right, so today we've shown you 3 to 5 different basketball drills that you can use that are basketball specific. And for these exercises, you want to do it for 3 to 5 sets and 3 to 5 repetitions of each. What you don't want to do is turn these into conditioning drills when you're working speed. That's the key word there, is speed. You want to make sure the athlete is working as fast as they can when they're doing these drills. And you also want to make sure, most importantly, that they have correct form and technique. With those 3 things, that right there will propel the athlete to the next level. With that being said, athletics are evolving always. They're always growing. New things are always being invented. So we want to make sure that we're a student of the game, not only the game of basketball or other sports, but the game of speed and conditioning as well. So we always want to make sure that we're learning, we're staying on top of what's new and cutting edge in athletics. One of the unique things that we do at accelerationsport.com is for athletes is we perform an overhead squat assessment on all of our athletes. And what this does, it just shows us some deficiencies, some flexibility, some mobility deficiencies that the athlete might have that could cause an injury, that could be holding the athlete back from propelling to where that athlete could potentially go as far as their sport that they're playing in. So the overhead squat assessment, all it is the athlete starts with their feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointed straight ahead. The athlete raises their arms right in line with their ear. And what we do is we have the athlete perform 5 squats facing us. All right, for time purposes, we're just going to do 2. Then the athlete's going to turn and face to where we're looking at their profile side. And then the athlete's going to turn away from us and perform 5 squats. So what this does, it just shows us some imbalances again with the athlete. And some things that we see a lot of times is when the athlete's performing the overhead squat is we see heels coming off the ground, okay, from just tightness in the hips and the ankles. And also we see tightness in the posterior chain or the back side of our back with tight lats, the athlete falling forward. So what we do is we come out and we'll perform the overhead squat assessment on the athletes. We'll prescribe exercises for them to do. And what this does, it just helps them, and like I said before, their flexibility, mobility, and it will help prevent injuries. Hope this helps.
Thank you, coaches. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to present to you today. I wanted to let you know that so far we've done about 400 athletes throughout Greenville County with what Daniel and Rob just showed you in the overhead squat assessment. We also can do a vertical test for you. If you'd like us to come out and assist you and help you do this, we'd be more than happy to. We can also bring you some information that will give you prehab exercises to correct any deficits that we may find in your athletes. Again, we will have information there for you to contact us, or you can contact us at 864-454-2749.